Hey everyone, Dana here.
And Stefan.
And today we're talking about American foods or food combinations that apparently people in the rest of the world think are weird.
So Dana asked you on Facebook, Twitter and Google Plus what American foods are weird for you, and you gave some great answers, and out of these answers I created a list. And I will ask Dana if you know some of them and even if you like them or if you find them weird.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what's on that list. I posted the picture and the question and then I didn't look at it. I really wanted to look at the answers, but I didn't look at any of the answers. So now this will be my first time hearing them. So I'm excited to see what's on there.
So when you posted the picture, we had two options of foods that you wanted to ask if they are weird. There were s'mores, that is a picture that was posted. And which other food did we have?
Mashed sweet potatoes with marshmallows on top.
Exactly. And multiple people found marshmallows and sweet potatoes really weird.
Oh, I love it. But I can totally see how someone would think that's weird. Yeah. I can definitely see how that's just like, really?
I think the first thought would be, oh my God, that's too sweet. But I actually really like it now. For Thanksgiving we have that, or for Christmas or for New Year's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or just sometimes random Saturday night.
No, never.
Oh,
never.
Yeah, no, we don't do that. No, but it's really good because like the marshmallows are just on the top and there's usually a thick layer of sweet potatoes underneath. So it's not like the marshmallows are on every bite.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I really like it.
I really like it.
The next food item is actually a two-part food item, and it's really hard to make it here in Germany. Do you have an idea what it could be?
Something that's hard to make here in Germany. I guess maybe you're missing the ingredients?
Yeah, the ingredients and actually also the thing, what you make the thing in.
Oh, is it in a pie crust?
It's a
Is
pie.
that in a pie tin?
It's a pie.
It's a pie.
Which two famous pies come to mind?
Pecan pie? And apple pie?
No.
That's a famous pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
So
oh yeah, right.
Multiple
okay.
people found the pumpkin pie weird and also the pecan pie.
Interesting.
The pecan pie, because it's just too sweet.
The pecan pie is super sweet, which is why I love it. Sometimes even with chocolate in it as well. I've had that variation as well. I prefer just the original pecan pie. I really like that. The pumpkin pie, I'm not a huge pumpkin pie fan, actually. I think the pumpkin pie is kind of weird too.
And there is spray can cheese.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's weird. It is definitely weird. I do remember when I was in elementary school, people had spray can cheese and like all the cool kids had it.
What do you do with it?
You like take a cracker and make a really big mound of cheese on it. I don't know, all the cool kids had it and I really wanted to like it and I begged my parents to get it for me and they did and I just did not like it. I wasn't into cheese at all. I tried really hard to like it so that I would be cool, but I couldn't like the spray can cheese.
So there are two sandwiches on the list that people found weird, and the first sandwich is PBJ, peanut butter and jelly. And the other one is a fluffnutter? Fluffernutter.
Which is?
Fluff and peanut butter.
Yeah, marshmallow fluff and peanut butter. I really love those sandwiches, but I can absolutely see how people who didn't grow up eating them could be like, what are you doing? That's really weird.
Yeah. But they're good.
I like them.
Now the question is, creamy peanut butter or chunky peanut butter?
I'm creamy peanut butter all the way, not into chunky peanut butter.
Yeah. Like creamy peanut butter PBJ sandwich, great. Crunchy? Interesting.
No, not for me. No, I like to add my crunch by putting potato chips on the peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
So we had the PBJ sandwich. Now I found a variation from one person that's interesting.
What?
Peanut butter, jelly, sandwich, and grits.
Peanut butter, jelly, and grits. Oh, that is very interesting. I have never heard of that. I have never eaten that.
So what are grits?
Grits, something eaten in the South. I really didn't grow up eating grits, even though I lived in South Florida. As I've mentioned in another video before, South Florida doesn't really count as the South in the US. So I didn't grow up eating grits.
So what is it? Potato?
No, it's not potato. It's, I think, wheat. Some kind of, but I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure.
Comments.
But I can picture what grits are. They kind of look like cream of wheat. That's why I think that they're wheat. Do you know what cream of wheat is? Okay. It looks like this mushy stuff.
Mushy stuff.
I don't know how to describe
Great.
it. Yeah.
Great description.
It looks like light colored mushy stuff. It's not like oatmeal. They're really small. It's kind of like couscous, a little more watery. I will try to make something like grits to
Right
show what
over
they
my
are.
face.
Yeah, the grits
here.
will be right here. I'll try to make some and show what they look like. But I think that grits are a little salty, I think. Which is then maybe why I like to put the potato chips on my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So maybe the grits provide like that extra kick of salt in the same way. I'm not sure.
Maybe you've heard of it,
Okay.
maybe not. I never heard of it and I find it really weird. Mayo and banana.
I've never heard of that. No. I've never heard of it. But I don't like mayonnaise and I don't like banana. So I don't want mayo and banana. I've never heard of that. I would love to hear anybody else eat mayo and banana. And then is it just like yogurt and banana where you scoop it in? I don't know.
Let's move on.
Okay, moving on.
The next one is really interesting. I'm using now the word interesting a lot. Interesting.
It rubs off, the use of the word interesting.
It rubs off. Ice cream with soda.
Yes, it's called
ice
float.
cream.
Ice cream float. Soda float.
Soda float.
Ice cream float. I'm losing my English.
Ice cream with soda.
Yes, I definitely know that. I don't like it, but I definitely know it.
Is it ice with a little bit of soda or
No.
is it soda with a scoop of ice?
Yeah, a glass of soda, really any different kind, and then a big scoop of ice cream, vanilla ice cream, as far as I know, in the soda. But no, I was never into it. But yeah, it is a pretty normal thing. Like lots of people get it. You could get it at some of the fast food restaurants. But just me personally, it wasn't for me.
So I think for the next one, there's a famous Waffle restaurant. I've seen it in Good Mythical Morning. These guys did a road trip and I think they even made a song about it. And it is waffle, syrup, and chicken.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I haven't had that, but it sounds really good. Waffles, syrup, and fried chicken, I think. Yeah, fried chicken.
I think it's fried chicken.
And that sounds really good, though. I haven't had that, but it sounds really good. And I can imagine that you've got like the waffles and the maple syrup, and that's really sweet. And then the fried chicken kind of provides like a salty balance to it. Kind of like how I really like also bacon with pancakes and maple syrup.
Yeah, that's on the list as well.
Bacon is?
Bacon, pancakes, and syrup.
Yeah, that's amazing. Such an amazing combination.
Yeah, it's really good. So the next one, fried butter.
So I've never had this. It's something that my gut reaction is, ew, that's disgusting. But on the other hand, I feel like I would kind of like to try it at least once just to see.
Also in the category of fried. Fried candy bar.
Yeah, that I also have not had, but it does sound amazing. Like a fried chocolate bar. That actually sounds really, really good. But decadent, like.
Deep fried bacon and cream cheese.
No, that's going too far. I don't need to deep fry my bacon.
We're almost to the finish line. Just a few items left. And we had it already, sort of. It's syrup and jam for breakfast.
I'm okay with it. I like it. I'm a fan. Yes. Not syrup for breakfast, because that makes it sound like I'm just like guzzling the syrup, but syrup with breakfast items like pancakes, waffles, bacon, fried eggs. I'm okay with
And then the real syrup or the fake syrup?
I'm a fan of the fake stuff. Sorry. I like the fake stuff. I mean, real syrup is also good. Like I would like real syrup on vanilla ice cream. For example, you warm up the real maple syrup and you just heat up a little and put it on the vanilla ice cream. That sounds really good. But yeah, on my pancakes and waffles, I kind of like the fake stuff.
The last item. Multiple people have written it that it's weird. I have not tried it. I have seen it a lot in the US. And you have not given it to me yet. And it's has something to do with beer, but it has nothing to do with beer. And it is?
It has something to do with beer, but it has nothing to do with beer.
Root beer.
Root beer. Okay. I'm not a big root beer fan. That's why I've never given it to you or...
So what is it?
kind of soda.
Okay.
It's just a kind of soda.
The root, or we don't
You're
know.
asking me questions that I don't have the answer
And
to.
it's not beer.
I'm sorry. No, it's not beer. It's a good thing that we have
The internet.
the internet. What is root beer? Okay, so it says it's made from the sassafras tree. Now that's fun to say. Say it.
Sassafras.
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 Sassafras. So root beer is a sweet soda.
Sassafras.
Sassafras.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Root beer.
Sassafras.
So our question for you is, do you know any of these items? Have you tried any of these items? Do you find them weird or do you like them? And what items are weird in your country where you live?
please let us know
In the comments below. Thank you so much for watching our videos and liking, subscribing, commenting.
Thank you. And also a really big thank you so much to our patrons on Patreon who help make these videos possible. Thank you so much for your support.
If you want to know more about Patreon and want to check it out, there are links in the description down below.
Until next time.
Auf
Wiedersehen.
The next one was called the American
foods or food combinations that apparently the rest of the world thinks are weird.
Things are weird.
The world.
The world thinks they're weird.
That's a tongue twister.
What you think American foods you think are weird? This is the correct direction.